So the world that we live in is changing every day, and we are witnessing a lot of changes that are driven by technology. And today, during the Quest for Quality 2018 conference, you gave a really interesting opening keynote. Actually, we're speaking about the 10 things that will change in 10 years. What can you say are the main changes that we can expect, and which direction are the changes going to go?
I think technology will be having huge impact on our daily lives. We had a lot of technologies mentioned in my speech, kind of like the old favorite password, which is hopefully disappearing. And I guess this is one good example for how technology will change our lives for good. We also had some interesting talk then later on the privacy topic, which is also disappearing. It's not a technology itself, it's either the technology which is giving us the privacy issues. But in the end, technology is part of our lives. It's already implemented. I mean, everybody has a smartphone, everybody has the interaction with social media, everybody has the full topic of technology already around them. So I guess it's more about how far we actually integrate technology into our lives, and not if it's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen, because it's already happening. So it's really about the pace what we are experiencing, and the 10 things what I mentioned is really kind of like they're already there. We just see that they're going to be implemented within the next 1, 2, 3 years, or even almost 8 years, that we also see the impact on our daily lives for that.
And within those 10 things that you mentioned, there are the chargers and keys and some stuff that we use in everyday life that are made much easier by technology nowadays. But also the thing that resonated the crowd the most was the privacy issue that you just mentioned. So is there something that we can change in our behavior to save a little bit of privacy online?
I guess the biggest issue there is a lot of people are just posting online whatever is happening. So, I mean, we have to be aware what we are posting. It's like saying something. I think most people really need to realize that actually privacy starts with the story they tell. I mean, if I post online that I'm just currently on the toilet, that's something you wouldn't do, kind of like when you were talking to somebody. But people don't have really that high of a expectancy of what they're doing in social media. They're more kind of like into how can I post more and more and more. So we are actually getting addicted for the likes, and we really have to start rethinking that a like is not equal to actually an appreciation. It's more kind of like we need to be very selective what we are sharing, because it is easy for technology to actually know everything about us. They can easily toppolize us and really make us into one human being which is just made out of numbers and data, and we are proactively given these algorithms and these technologies the data to actually categorize us into one of these categories. So we really have to focus on what category we want to be in. Is it a positive one? Is it a negative one? So the more data we give, the more we also have to be aware that somebody will judge us, and technology is judging based on what you're telling. So really people need to be very aware of their own privacy as a bunch of kind of like behavioral things happening each and every day when they're posting, when they're interacting online, when they're doing stuff, and also selectively using, for example, different browsers, different methods of how do I browse online, what do I do there, how do I actually use my smartphone versus how do I use my desktop. So it's really about behavior in the end.